Whoosh! Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku had the combined powers of Infinity War and the multiverse or metaverse. So, so the yeah, yeah, and in this alternate timeline, I will go over mostly go over Zuku's one, and so yeah, and I'm also adding Zumi so that to make things a little bit fair, because I always like to add people or add like Zumi into this what if. Plus, if you guys don't know what the multiverse powers are, that's okay. It allows you to control, not really control. It's just it's similar to infinity power, but you can use every alternate version of of the user. So basically, like if, like say one universe you had like Ochako's is gravity, you could use that power to do anything. So, yeah. So, now let's begin. Zuku and Zumi were born. Zuku, who wasn't your typical, like, Zuku. Or, like, because so he had, like, friends, but so, like, Ochako used to be his friend, and, yeah, like, Ochako had humongous crush on him. So, but then at age of 4, Quirk Doctor told Zuko that he's quirkless, and yeah, so Zuko lost that privilege of hanging around with friends and allies because his parents abandoned him like way after the Quirk Doctor, as he is pain and sorrow. He felt like he lost everything. But then a voice in his head, or back of his mind, in his head, of course, was a voice. Is called, so a voice was deep, dark. Sorry. And it was this. Ready? Zuko. You don't need them to be strong. You have someone that cares about you. Me. As Zuko's looking around, and he asks, "Who are you?" I'm Doomsday Zuku is my name. And I'll be your friend. 'Cause you and I are not like rivals things. And all that stuff. And if you guys are gonna like jump to the comments and says, wait, Doomsday Zuku's or Doomsday is supposed to kill everything, like breathing. Well, in this alternate timeline, or this alternate Zuku version of Doomsday, is way more nicer than the typical, like everyone else's. So, yeah, when I say way nice, it means that yeah. And he's not the only one that's inside Zuku's head. Many of Zuku's alternate versions of him talking at the same time. Like, we're here too. We're all here for you, Zuku. No one else. We're a family. We're all Zuku. As he's wondering. And plus, let's start with them being born thing. On the back of his shoulder, or like in a very core, like on his back, was a little dot, or like a big dot on his back. And soon, when he was growing to, like, when he was 4 years old, his body, like, because he wore a shirt, that big black dot covered his shoulder, all the way through. So he had to wear long sleeves. So how much pain Zuko goes through. But he encouraged Bakugo before. So then Bakugo says, we're no longer friends and all that stuff. And plus, so Ochako, hold on. Ochako, because she used to have a crush on Zuko, but now she has a crush on, I always put in Bakugo, don't ask me how, but yeah, Zuko, so Bakugo and Ochako were dating each other's because Zuko's out of their lives. And in this universe, or the one that I'm making for you guys, in this universe, there's a legend of whoever gains like his arm, this arm right here, this one right here. Well, yeah, whoever gains the power, or was born with it, is a full powered, like, gains, how I put this, they are now fully in control, or they gain the powers of the entire universe, multiverse. So he could cause world war or infinity war because Zuko's, and plus Zuko's had the power of infinity, so he can use like what Thanos uses, but on a whole nother grand scale. So when, yeah, and don't ask me about him wearing Crocs. Don't ask. I just put Crocs on because I felt like it. Plus, the image that I copied this from this one was from this guy right here. Spoilers if, yeah. So Zuko ends up. So let's get back into the story. So Zuko hears a lot of these voices because he has and the arm is called multiverse arm. Whoever contains it and allows him to gain powers from others, alternate versions of himself, gains their memories, their personalities. So when after his parents abandon him, his sister doesn't talk to him at all. He felt like he was in the darkest room. So he couldn't go to UA because he's quirkless. As he was in the corner, wrapped up in the ball. His pain is growing. But then it regenerates. Like, not... it has a wave. Like, it goes to pain, and then it cools down. Then it goes back up. Like, his pain... or how he's getting, like, the cooling down part is actually from Doomsday Zuko's, like, power. And so he's evolving quicker than anyone else. So he goes home. He goes to see the normal doctor. As he tells him, doctor, actually, let's say he goes to the quirk doctor and asks him or something. When you said, and I was quirkless, may I ask, how in the heck did I get this arm? Well, let's see. As Zuko unbuttons his shirt, takes it off, and he took off his glove too, because he had gloves on to not show anyone. So, but when he showed the Quark Doctor did like what, I forget that guy from One Piece, that guy. It's gonna bother me. Not Marines, but the hormone, know me. This person, where You know how, like, when I think I'm trying to see, okay. Empress is that one. I am not sponsored, so I don't know why this. So, yeah. Here, let me go do this real quick. There we go. And now, one piece. Shocked. But when I'm trying to find that picture or that gift thing where he was like, he got like, yeah. So when he heard, or no, so the court doctor saw Zuku's arm. He literally did the same thing what this person did. Like, Sin did. Like, flew backwards over his chair and landed on the floor. As he, with his foot up, as he says, as he gets up, and says, Zuku, how long has you who had that arm? I don't remember. Probably when I was born. Zuku, you know what this means, right? What? You can control the entire universe at your fingertips. Huh. Your mother didn't tell you about, or your parents didn't tell you that story. What story? As he sat down with him, whoever contains that arm, arm, is immortal, can see into or can borrow powers from alternate versions of themselves, and says this basically, I'm not going down the list of what the quirk doctor says because it's too boring. So, but as the quirk doctor says, with that power, you don't need a quirk to like be super strong or be super powerful. As Zuko looks away, or like, as Doomsday Zuko's, as a court doctor could notice that he's, guess you're getting used to your powers, as court doctor says. What do you mean? Well, every time you're like looking away, you're actually hearing the voices of your own alternate versions. What are they saying? Well, there's this one that's called Doomsday Zuko version of me, and he wanted to come out and kill you, for what you did to his mother in that universe. Interesting. Yeah, so then, yeah, so let's see how long has this video been. Okay, not that one. Okay. So yeah, Zuko ends up being, scared out of his mind. And as he also says, what will, I know it grants me an immortality thing. Is there any downsides to having this power? No, actually. It's all upside. Basically, you're the most broken character in the entire universe, multiverse, everything. And that's why I wear, as Court Doctor says, is that why you were wearing the long sleeves with gloves? Yeah. And you actually do have a quirk, by the way, Zuko, but it's not like, how will I put this? You basically have similar to the Pro Hero 13 or actually there's a villain that's called Kirigiri. Alright. You have transport thing too. Or teleport. Or warp gate. Or a flame warp gate. I am not going to say the gates of the underworld. No. Because he could, or I could do it, but seems like a person could go right to the underworld. But the reason why I say warp gate with the flames thing is that every time that Zuko uses it, it's like the Ghost Rider. Or not Ghost Rider. I think, was it Ghost Rider that used like flaming portal? I'm trying to remember what. Yeah. It's like that, but with way cool thing. Cruel. Yeah. So, and he has no limit to his powers. Like not similar to Kirigiri's, because Kirigiri's is limited. Like, Warp Gate is limited to, because spoilers, Kirigiri dies after Single War because his body opens too many portals and he can't sustain himself. So, yeah. So Zuko, who is his quirk, Flame Gate, or Flaming Warp Gate, has no limitations. And it doesn't, because Zuko's immortal, so he can use it as many times over. So, yeah. But, and there's always a but, he can also use it to bring people from their worlds into his. Like, the voices at the back of his head could come to his world. And because, yeah. So, the Quark Doctor says you need to train him at UA. Well, so then Zuko is basically, so he got accepted to UA, actually. So when Zuko went to their Bakugo was mad. Every or friend like Ochako and Bakugo, Zumi were mad that there's a quirkless person. Azuku ignores them. I'm like, huh. As everyone, as even Tenya was like upset at him for some stupid reason. But Zuko isn't giving the credit about it. As the, like, one of the voices is like, you know they're mad at you, right? For that stupid reason of you being quirkless. Yeah. As Zuko uses, and he's in the front of a class, or he's front of the gates, behind the gates after they, as he's waiting, as he's telling himself, this is just the quirk test exam to go get into UA. So, yeah. So Zuko literally, how long has this video been? Let's see. Yeah. So Zuko literally ends up in the front as Bakugo walks up towards a friend and says, hey, quirkless, why are you here? You should be at the quirkless school. Really? Yeah. And the Bakugo, or actually let's say Zuko ignores him, focuses on, as Bakugo turns him around, grabs him by the shirt, lifting him up into the air. As he says, you're ignoring me, quirkless loser. As Zuko grabs, or as he looks at him, blank stare, as he says, calm down, Bakugo. As the half of his face gets turned into Doomsday's face. I said calm down. Oh, as he crushes the bone, or not crushed bone, but he like sent shockwaves through Bakugo's entire body. As he says, as his face goes back to normal, did you really have to hurt my friend like that? And as the door opens, or gates open, and as Zuko says, huh. And Zuko's body gets heated up because the sun was shining on him, like heating his body up. So he takes off his shirt and his glove as everyone in like at exam, like as everyone sees the arm, as Zuko says, huh. Now, let's finish the Ezeku goes in and he's popping every robot in sight. And he says, this is kind of boring when it's just me. As they were like super shocked. Like, AKA, they were standing still. Kind. So, yeah. How many? Okay. So, yeah. And now please wait for part 2 to be filmed. So, peace out.